And there comes that 95 of Dominic West, and 66 of Kenzie Parker. Came in a little hot there and had to hit the brakes, spun it around and got it whipped back around. Goes down near that line, and it looks like a problem for Ron Cyril. Has smoke coming out that back end, and he's going to pull up to the exit ramp. Rod Houston and Paul French Jr. get us rolling off the corner as we go 3 wide from the start. Nick O'Neill looking wide, but ends up double file with Pat Bush looking to pick up that 4th spot on the inside. Got him running in a bunch that first 5 right here as they come back across the start-finish line. As Paul French Jr. able to hold on for that first lap. It's Brandon Bonnet getting his nose out front, though. Nick O'Neill in tight pursuit, though.
A really, really tight battle here for 3rd, as now Pat Bush is joined in the conversation there.
Yeah, Pat Bush trying to stick his nose in the middle right now between Rod Heastand and Paul French Jr. He's going to get low on Paul French Jr. Maybe look inside here on Rod Heastand. Nick O'Neill also looking inside on Brandon Bonnet for the lead, about a half car length separating them entering the turn 3 corner. Possibly move Brandon Bonnet a little bit up out of the groove to try and pick up the run here. They're going to stay side by side down the back straightaway, but Nick O'Neill forced to take that low line again. But holds on better than we've seen him do. They're going to stay side by side going down into turn 1. Who's going to be able to gain the advantage from this? Nick O'Neill was able to catch him, keep this side by side. Can Brandon Bonnet defend the low line? We're going to get the halfway to go sign. This time 12 laps in, 13 to go here.
These two have been so close the past few races, and now, of course, in this double main event, we're going to see them go at it again tonight.
And white flag waves in the air for Nick O'Neill one more time around, and this gap increasing. Brandon Bonnet may have ran out of time to get there. It might take a mistake from Nick O'Neill. And out of the turn 4 corner, it'll be Nick O'Neill getting back into victory lane, your points leader.
I was able to make the pass early and just kind of hold my own and try to take care of my tires for the next main event. And, it was awesome side-by-side racing with the Bonnets there, and hopefully we can put a good show on for you guys next main event.
And other trucks fire through the corner. A little bit of contact there on the start between Art Meredith and Jen Hall, but we're off and underway here. Calvin Catlin's going to look to slip the middle 3 wide as Marty Husak went low and is battling side by side with Jen Hall up front here for the lead to start tonight's race. Got a little bit loose there as Jen Hall's going to roll the outside and hold on to that lead for lap number 1. Marty Husak, Michael Aguirola, and Calvin Catlin all battling for the lead here as Aguirola almost turned that 07 sideways. Battling on the back bumper of the 1H Marty Husak, but not able to pull side by side here as those front two are gridlocked. Man, and really trying to slip underneath that quarter panel of the 1H, and he's going to get a little bit of a run onto the back straightaway here, that 07 of Michael Aguirola. But Calvin Catlin's going to battle back on the outside here, trying to pick up that 3rd position as we stay side by side for the lead. Yet another lap, 5 laps straight to start today's race, with these leaders battling side by side. As Kirsten Jones looking to get her nose into the mix. Currently in 5th, she's going to make a big dive low, looking to pass a couple cars here down out of turn 4. As we'll go 3 wide for the lead, with Michael Aguirola slipping underneath the 1H, but not able to get there as he falls off, and Marty Husak gets a nose out front on Jen Hall as she got moved up the track. So it'll be Marty Husak taking the lead on that time around. Battling for that 4th spot. Calvin Catlin will have it held on to. But they're going to move up the track, and our leaders are turning. The 07 got up into Marty Husak and turned him around. Husak going to take the middle this time, but Kirsten Jones doing a great job on that bottom side. As Arthur said earlier, every single race we've ran since the reseal, this thing picks up a little bit more grip. A little bit of smoke there coming out of the 1H possibly. Hopefully not too big of an issue. We'll see, maybe just a tire rub. But we'll see how he hangs in there. Just gave up the lead here to Kirsten Jones on the restart, though he's going to battle back to the inside. Contact that time with the 15. But not able to pull side by side. Contact slowed him down more than anything. As we're side by side for first and third. Kirsten Jones still going to clear onto the back stretch, though, doing a great job holding on to this, showing why she's the current points leader for the division. We are side by side for the lead now. Michael Egiorola looking to pick up his first win of the year. As that a strong truck gets a little bit loose on the inside. We see him whipping it loose out of that turn 4 corner. But can he hold on and find the pass here with just a couple laps remaining? White flag in Pete Smith's hand this time out of the turn 4 corner. One more time around. Are we going to have yet another last lap pass here, or will Kirsten Jones hold on? Egiorola's going to dig deep on the inside and holds it really well side by side down the back straightaway. He might have a chance. Gets a little bit loose underneath Kirsten Jones that time in turn 4 and is not going to be able to get there. Kirsten Jones holds on to get back to victory lane.
All right, Kirsten. Wait a minute. Ah, your dad's going to be upset now. He's going to pay for a roof. Hey, there she goes.
Well, I have the best spotter, my dad, and all I hear is, be patient, be patient, be patient.
Get this race underway. And Austin Schmick leads them to green from the inside, and he's going to fall in line and protect that line well. Kenzie Parker is going to have to look to move a little bit outside if she wants to pick up this pass, and Dominic West is choosing the way low route. They're going to go 3 wide, entering the turn 3 corner, but all make it through cleanly. Some impressive driving skills right there from our Bandalero drivers as Kenzie Parker's out to the lead. But Kenzie Parker keeps it wrapped down low. Dominic West right up to that back bumper here. And they both get a little shaky coming out of turn 4, but both able to recover and keep it going. Not much separating their lap times right now. 600ths of a second is all. Kenzie a little bit faster up front than Dominic West currently. Looks fast in this number 66. Gonna get the halfway to go this time. 6 laps in, 6 laps to go. Kenzie Parker slipped up the track a little bit, and Dominic West gonna slip underneath. She's gonna look outside in turn number 1. Slips underneath. She's going to try cross back low here, looking for any sort of space on Dominic West. Lost a little bit of a run, though. Dominic West getting it done once again for his 4th win in a row in our Bandalero division.
Hey, Mackenzie gave you a run, man.
She did. She did.
If she hadn't kind of goofed on her in turn 4, do you think you would have beat her?
No, if she wouldn't have bobbled, I probably wouldn't have won.
So what did you learn?
I learned that when somebody bobbles, if you have to make that small bonsai move, do it.
They got rolling through the start-finish line, and Zane first to the line. As we're underway here, Zane going to roll the outside and get the lead on Miguel Romo. As Brian Love also looking to make up that, or take that pass for second. After Fippin's last win, he blew out the rear end and had to completely replace it. Got it fixed last night in time to make tonight's races, and back out here and with a fast hot rod, gonna go right to the lead here in that 173. And they're still side by side coming through that 3 and 4 corner. No one giving an inch, but Hall picking up distance. As we reach the halfway to go, 10 laps in, 10 laps to go now for David Fippin. Hall looks like she finally got her nose out in front of the 7 of Miguel Romo, though she's going to slide up the track. He might be able to come back with a run underneath, though no, not able to hammer down and get there. And coming out of turn 4 this time, it will be David Fippin holding on to take his first back-to-back wins here at Tucson Speedway.
Yeah, after we got the rear end fixed, the carburetor fixed, just the whole suspension and everything, it's just holding well. And I've learned a lot from Jen, other racers out here, and I followed Jen once, and I learned the different lines, and that's what I use.
And here come those legends out of the turn 4 corner, firing off those engines. Brent Schmidt going to do a really good job rolling to the lead on the inside here. But Bryson Meyer with an absolute charge here, going to take second right away, put Tristan back into third. And he's going to be the car looking to take an early lead here, peeking to the inside this time, going down into turn one. Will he be able to get it at stake? Doesn't get quite the run he needs, and it looks like Tristan's going to be able to close a little bit of distance off of working that higher lane. These Legends cars have been described by drivers as basically high-powered go-karts. Momentum is big on these bank tracks. Here Tristan Meyer goes again, looking down low in that 1 and 2 corner, going to move up the track and does get in front of Bretton Schmick that time for that second place spot. David Phippen did it in the hobby stocks. And now here's Bryson Meyer taking his second straight race for the first time this season in our Sierra Cycle Legends.
You got out there and everything, stuff like that. You kind of stunk to show up. You took off and everything. Your brother got around Brent finally and everything and tried to reel you in, but you had a great hot rod.
Yeah, no, it's good as always. Thanks to Dad. Got to thank everybody, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, just everybody who helps Banning Creek Enterprises to get this car on the road.
Green flag waves and Bill Cohn hammers down. Takes the start-finish line, and we are underway. Going to go 3 wide here from the start, and Barry Levitt with a really strong run. Going to pull side by side for the lead with Jen Hall. But Ron Cyril Jr. is going to dive low here, as these Pro Stock starts are always chaotic here at Tucson Speedway. 3 wide back down the front straightaway between Ron Cyril, Barry Levitt, and Richard Dorman. Barry Levitt's going to fall back a little bit, maybe a little bit of contact there as Jeremy Smith's going to move past him. And there was contact on the backstretch that time as Jeremy Smith got into him. Jeremy Smith's getting cut outside, and he got into the back bumper of Richard Dorman there, almost turned him sideways through 1 and 2. Everyone able to stay off each other, though, and keep this thing rolling as Ron Cyril Jr. moves out to the lead. We saw before the reseal a lot this year. Jeremy Smith was a bottom eater. Loved using that bottom line. It hasn't quite had the grip here, but as it comes back in, he's been able to stick it just a little bit more tonight. He's trying to get to the inside of Dorman. Had 4 podium finishes so far this year, 2nd and 3rd place, but coming out of turn 4 now, it's Ron Cyril Jr. getting it done at Tucson.
Mine was a piece of cake. I just got out front and it was fine. But thanks to all my crew. You guys did awesome. Appreciate everybody's support.
The control car's that 21X, and it looks like a good fire off here. Brandon Bonnet looking low to start this race and forces 3 wide and is going to go immediately to the lead. Nick O'Neill got into the side of Pat Bush and turned him around, and we're going to go under caution immediately here. We're going to get fired here through the turn 4 corner again, and Rod Heaston out to the lead. Brandon Bonnet looking to the middle, and they're going to go 3 wide on the start here. Brandon Bonnet holding on, though. Rod Heaston making that low line work and holding with him. Takes that early dive into the corner, though, and it just doesn't seem to help him that much as Brandon Bonnet rolls out to the lead here early. A little loose there from 30 Pat Bush. Nick O'Neill's going to make that big dive down into turn 1 now. Can he get around and clear coming down to the back straightaway? Not quite going to get the exit he needs, but he'll clear Rod Heaston at the very least and move up to 3rd. Now trying to work that low line to get around Pat Bush. And like you said, we'll see how these two modifieds damage compare. They look to be running side by side pretty evenly as of right now.
This gap gets smaller and smaller every lap.
They're almost side by side that time, back across the front straightaway. Nick O'Neill currently running about 0.3 of a second faster than Brandon Bonnet and gets to his inside on this lap. If they manage to stay side by side like this, we might be in for a show over these final 10 laps. Still 11 to go, though. If Brandon Bonnet keeps working this low line, Nick O'Neill may have to switch something up unless he's able to just pull clear down the front or down low and get clear of that 0. And that's exactly what he'll do on the front straightaway, but very tight that time between Dan Clark, Brandon Bonnet, and Nick O'Neill. All 3 make it by, and Brandon Bonnet's still right there. Gonna get 5 laps to go this time. 5 more laps remaining in the evening for our summer sizzle. Can Nick O'Neill complete the double? Or will Brandon Bonnet get back into victory lane tonight? Now this starting to come up on that lap traffic of Paul French Jr. Nico O'Neill holding strong up front, but Brandon Bonnet started to take big swings inside. Possibly a little bit of contact on that last lap there. White flag in the air one more time around for Nick O'Neill. Can he hold on to complete the double sweep? Has the lap traffic of the 21X Rod Heastan. Bonnet's going to try and roll to the outside and make it 3 wide, and nothing working there as Nick O'Neill takes the win here at Summer Sizzle Night at Tucson Speedway.
We were pretty good there at the beginning. Luckily, we got to the lead and just held on for the win. I know Bryce was right there. It was a good race, you know. It was a hard racing. I didn't mean to get into Pat Bush there on the start. I just went to the bottom, and I got to the brakes, and it just kind of went to the floor, and I mean, my bad. I'm sorry to him, and thanks for all the great fans to come out tonight and watch us.